Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. Greatly appreciate it if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be going over a Rolex Datejust. This model, the reference number 278274. They call this a dark gray dial. I like to think of it more as a dark slate or even rhodium colored dial, sunray finished of course, with diamond hour markers, fluted bezel, white gold fluted bezel, steel construction with a Jubilee bracelet. Again, the reference number 278274. I'll be going over the case, the dial, the bezel, the crown functions, as well as the movement, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on all of these, including the wearing experience with this bracelet. All right, so starting off with this case, this is a Datejust 31, meaning that is 31 millimeters from finger to thumb. That is the diameter from the 2 to 8 o'clock position, or the 10 to 4 position, literally the same measurement. All right, you have the monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown to ensure water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet. You also have the overall high polish along the sides here. This Roseor, or rather what they call oyster steel, not Roseor. The oyster steel giving this steel a blend of other minerals and materials to give it that high polished look and the strength required for something of Rolex's standard. A nice high polish on all the surfaces, as you can see. Now, sitting on the front of this case, we have the white gold fluted bezel. Now, how do I know that this is white gold? Well, every fluted bezel was originally made with the intent of screwing directly onto the front of the case to ensure the waterproofness. And, well, modern advances have made that, well, not all that necessary anymore. So it's still kept on there as a mark of distinction, and they always make it in some sort of gold. And to make it fit within this overall look of this watch, a white gold bezel just fits perfectly, and certainly it does. Now, taking a look at this dial, you have diamond hour markers, 18 karat white gold settings to prevent tarnishing, as well on this slate gray, dark gray, rhodium gray, whatever you want to call this. It's a very dark gray dial with that sunburst, sunray type of finishing. Extremely beautiful in any lighting situation. As long as you have the light, you can certainly read the hour markers very easily from any angle. As you can see, I'm moving it throughout this light box, different lighting positions, and you can always see these hour markers. Unlike, say, Roman numeral hour markers, where they tend to sort of fade out depending on the color that they're reflecting, these diamond hour markers visible at all times, and certainly they shine with a radiance second to none because, well, they're diamonds, of course. And taking a look at these hands as well, also 18 karat white gold to prevent tarnishing as well. And I think it looks like I've run out of power reserve, so let's go over this a little bit more. Actually, in just a second, there's a sapphire crystal, glare-proof sapphire crystal with a Cyclops lens directly over that date for ease of reading of that date. So if you take a look at underneath there, it's pretty tiny, but you have the Cyclops lens that magnifies the date, so it fits in line with the sizing and overall look with those hour marks as well. So very good engineering from Rolex there. If you want to adjust anything on this watch, simply unwind the crown at the 3 o'clock position. This allows you to wind the watch. So simply unscrew it to the first position. You can then wind the watch by rotating the crown clockwise. About 20-ish winds is all you need to get to the full power reserve. All right, pull the crown out to the next position, rotate it counterclockwise to quick set the date. It's less than half or less than a quarter turn to advance the date by one. So if you find yourself on, say, the 30th of a month, you can then just adjust it very easily, just a minor turn to advance it to the next day, which after midnight will advance it to the first of the next month. Nice and easy. Pull the crown out to the next position, final position. It stops at seconds hand, so you can then adjust the minute hand precisely wherever it needs to go so that you have the correct positioning for that minute hand. And keep in mind, there's no track for the minutes or seconds on this watch. You're not really getting it for the accuracy, but it still has that by allowing you to take a look at that engraving on the inside of the bezel. It says Rolex multiple times, 5 letters in Rolex, 5 minutes for every 5 minutes. So you can then just place it based on the position of the Rolex lettering. All right. Press the crown back in to start up that seconds hand and screw it tightly back against the case to ensure the water resistance. All right, so what makes all of this work is the 2236 made in-house by Rolex. It has a ±2 second per day time differential after casing, giving it that superlative chronometer certification as printed on every Rolex dial. You also have the center hour, minute, and seconds hands with the instantaneous date with the rapid setting and the stop seconds for precise time setting when it comes to the functions, all of which I had just demonstrated with the crown functions. The oscillator is the newer siloxy hairspring. You can't see it on the inside, but you do have that added steel there to protect the movement nicely. It has the siloxy hairspring again in silicon. It also has a set of high performance Paraflex shock absorbers. So what does that mean? You can take a few bumps here and there. You can get pretty close to really strong magnets and it'll be keeping track of time just fine. No need to demagnetize the watch. It'll be keeping track of time perfectly. It also has a bidirectional self-winding rotor on the inside, so simply wearing this on your wrist will keep it wound to the approximate 55-hour power reserve. Not that much compared to the highest. Well, it's still pretty darn high. You can set this down on a Friday evening. You can pick it back up again on Sunday evening or even early Monday morning, and you can still wear the watch without having to wind it, and the natural movements of your wrist will keep it wound up to that power reserve nicely and easily. Very good form from Rolex there. Integrated into the case, you have the Jubilee bracelet on this watch. 5-piece links across, the 3 intermediate links being a high polish, the outermost links being a satin brush finish, and satin brush finishing underneath, high polish along the sides there. There's hardly any taper down to, well, the concealed folding crown clasp, and what they call a concealed folding crown clasp makes it very nicely and integrated. Literally, you can't even see the clasp from the outside. You can only see it from the inside, right? And so how do you open it? Just lift the crown from the top, and there you go. That's how you open it. You can see the Rolex stamped logo on the inside there. Let me zoom in a bit there. You see the Rolex stamped logo, and you know that you're dealing with steel. All right, nice and easy. And while I'm here, I can try it on and give you my thoughts as to how it wears on the wrist. Now keep in mind, my wrist is 7 inches in circumference, so this will be rather comically small actually. So at 31 millimeters for the case size, it's tiny on my wrist. If you have a smaller wrist, this will certainly fit you better. I get lots of framing of the bracelet on the 12 and 6 o'clock sides, very easy there. Sits perfectly on my wrist actually, so maybe, you know, 31 might not be a bad size for me, although it is a bit small. But that being said, it fits very nicely. The Jubilee bracelet gives it a lot of breathability. It just feels very good on the wrist with that satin brush finishing. Any sort of lateral movements of this bracelet on my wrist makes it feel very, very soft. It feels very good. And certainly it looks good as well. With all that extra surface area, it makes it shine in literally any lighting situation, much like the diamonds on this dial, which gives it a very interesting characteristic when paired with that dark gray look. It's not a full-on black, and it's not a mid-tone gray either. It's a very, very dark shade of gray, and it just gives it that sort of subtlety that you can expect from something that is elegant and classy, right? So, enough of what I think. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Rolex Datejust 31 with a steel case but white gold bezel Jubilee bracelet, dark gray dial with diamond hour markers. Let us know down in the comments below what you think. Would you be picking up one of these in 31 or 36 or maybe even 41? I don't know if they make this dial in a 41 size, but hey, you can check it out on our website, jazztime.com. Links in the description below where you can see it. You can buy this watch as well. And if you want to purchase any other watch, you can do so as well on our website, jazztime.com. Links in the description below where you can get it for the lowest price anywhere online. And if you like this watch, hit that like button. Leave us some comments down below what you think about this watch, and be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. We'll see you in the next one, and take care.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.